Oh, we have so many things going on from art walks to Bravo to talk about the rodeo coming up. A lot of things to mention on this weekend's edition of Vail Valley Live. So you're going to want to stay with us. We're going to start it up right now. It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30. 7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now. Hey everyone, welcome to Vail Valley Live. My name is Ty Diaz. This is your weekend edition of Vail Valley Live for July the 9th. That would be Sunday, Saturday being the 8th, and a lot of things happening this weekend, as well as the weather being in your favor. Trisha Swenson, as you saw, she'll be joining us during the show, most of the show, letting us know about these events on various locations. So stay close to us as we get you prepared for a big weekend for yourself if you're here with us. Today on Vail Valley Live, we'll be sharing with you details about Art on the Rockies as it returns, usually taking place down at the Colorado Mountain College in Edwards. Also sharing with you about the Eagle Art Walk Festival that's taking place. If you're in the mood for some shopping and art is on your list and you have plenty of options to choose from, Bravo Vail returns. We'll be letting you know the details about that, the schedule of performances and events, interviews, as well as giving you some segments of music and performances. But what we can do right now is take a look at the weather brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. And how's the weekend going to be shaping up for the weather? Well, if you've been following Trisha all weekend long, she's been keeping you close to how to get prepared dressed-wise and what to anticipate umbrella-wise. And we've seen some spotty activity shower-wise this week, not in the forecast, but it is Colorado. As far as the weather is concerned, wait 5 minutes. It could be anything else. And the rain showers that we picked up this week, some of the thunder, the lightning, the electricals, certainly welcomed just to keep us excited about the weather and what it could bring, just anticipating always. But as we look at the weekend, as we can notice right here, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, 70s, depending on where you are in the valley, from anywhere from Gypsum to Edwards, making your way back into Avon, Beaver Creek, and or Vail, Minturn as well. And as we look at the next few days, rolling into the new week, keeping sunshine around. But as you notice right there, temperatures will start to climb, hitting areas of the 80s. There, you're going to be certainly interested in hydration, maybe some electrolytes, sunscreen, your eyewear to protect yourself from the sun's rays out there. But with the showers that we picked up, plenty of shade can be found around the valley. We're looking at how lush and green it's been around here. So attractive at the same time, weather-wise and conditions, while you enjoy what you see here. And again, the weather is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. You're watching Vail Valley Live, and you can share the program with your friends. Hey, I'm going to be in the Vail Beaver Creek area, and I watched this show. They can chat saying that they're watching the show, too, if you let them know where to go. Facebook, Vail Valley Live, as well as on YouTube, Vail Valley Live. What's fun about both of these two features, especially when we are live, is to hit the like button. You can subscribe there and even interact with us live, chatting with us, letting us know that you're watching, where you're watching from, that you're on your way here. We're happy to correspond with you during our live broadcast. But what we can do right now is check in with Trisha Swenson and see how things are looking as we step into the weekend. Trisha Swenson, chartreuse. Now, is that a type of cheese? What do we think of chartreuse? Is that like a varietal in wine?
I'm wearing chartreuse for my charcuterie. No, you know
There
what?
we
I
go.
decided I would just brighten it up. I kind of match the mountains. You know, the green is
You
still
do.
so green up on the mountains behind us and everything. And we got the chairlifts running again, of course, 9:30 to 4 at Gandhi 1, over at Lion's Head, and over at Beaver Creek. But Ty, I had a chance. I finally got to Bravo on this past Wednesday, and it was still the Dallas Symphony Orchestra. And this is a very popular night because they do the music of John Williams, and he's the famous composer that did the theme songs to all sorts of things, including Superman, Jaws, Raiders of the Lost Ark, all that kind of stuff. But then other ones, you know, maybe not as well known. Witches of Eastwick. He also did Memoirs of a Geisha, Harry Potter, Sorcerer in the Stone. But we've got just a quick little clip that I took of the theme song from Raiders. So let's play that right now. Just. So Ty, doesn't it just take you back to the movie theater, back to the day? I mean, it's amazing how these songs, I mean, the soundtracks really are just, kind of makes the movie. And John Williams did that so much with his. So as you can see, it was a little cloudy. We had some sprinkles of rain, but it did not deter the crowd. It was packed. It was sold out. So just something that to put on your calendar for next year, because they usually do a John Williams tribute at the Dallas Symphony Orchestra during their stay.
These are the scores of a lifetime for many of us, crossing so many generations. Sometimes we can get performances, bands, or maybe list some of the tunes, and there could be a generation that don't know it because they're older, or maybe they're too young to know. But this one goes all the way home. And we're talking the grandparents with the great-grandkids and everyone. They know these scores. And again, it's really great to have the Dallas back with us again, performing over. And we have more shows coming up. Stay close to Vail Valley Live, as we're going to share with you other events that are coming up this summer, as well as this weekend, to include Star Dancing Gala. We're talking art in the Rockies, the rodeo. We're going to give you a look at the weather and so much more. But first, we're going to cut
Well,
to
and
a break.
Ty,
Yep, yes.
well, and Ty, but I got to tell you about this. This is hot off the press. So the Vail Valley Foundation just announced this week. They are doing a chairlift auction to help some of their child care initiatives in the Valley. And the Vail Valley Foundation, they do so much. They put on the World Cup, of course, in December. They, take care of everything happening over at the Ford Amphitheater, the Villar Performing Arts Center. They put on the GoPro Mountain Games. What don't they do? Well, now they're getting into childcare. So this is going to be, they're donating, they're auctioning off 25 triple chairs, so 3-seater chair, and then 40 quad chairlifts. And you and I have seen these, whether you go to a restaurant and they've got one hanging from the patio, or maybe there's one in your neighbor's yard or at your business. So these are coveted items. So I think this online auction is going to be pretty successful, and it's only for a short amount of time. It just goes through Sunday. So if you want to learn more about it, you go to vvf.org and they can give you some more details. But I think it's a great use of some chairs that have been retired. They're not going to be used anymore.
We perhaps know families or businesses that have gone to an auction like this before and thought, what a great idea. Want to add that to my home if it's scale enough, or the garden or your business or office. It definitely brings in that vibe from the slopes to its new location, its new resting place, and the stories of where these chairs came from to go along with that. Trisha, what would you like to do right now?
Oh, well, now we can go to a break.
We'll be right back.
I'm gonna walk up the street. I'm gonna go walk up the street and find you some more details to talk about, okay?
Okay.
We believe in the power of a live performance. We believe in making memories together. Join us as we celebrate 25 years of making moments that last a lifetime. Bringing concerts, comedy, Broadway, classical, dance, and family entertainment in the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Beaver Creek Village. View the full lineup and get tickets today at villarpack.org.
Welcome to Nap Harvest. We are showcasing healthy habits, and you can start right here feeding your family healthy organic vegetables and fruits that are seasonal and local. They're all the way from Arizona with our wonderful, beautiful citrus fruits that we sneak across the border for. But don't forget our nap mushrooms, grown at 9,000 feet. Mushrooms are chock full of benefits for you. And then also the microgreens, also chock full of vitamins. Come see us at Nap Harvest in Eagle Ranch on Sylvan Lake Road next to Color Coffee. We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 4.
Join us every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and watch Vail Valley Latino. Our goal is to elevate the voices of the Latino community in the Eagle River Valley and provide a platform to speak with local businesses, organizations, entrepreneurs, creatives, and much more. Find the show on Facebook, YouTube, and Outside Television Channel 17. We are Vail Valley Latino.
The 84th Annual Eagle County Fair and Rodeo rides into town July 24th through the 29th. Great food, live music, 4-H exhibits, and more. Wednesday through Saturday, enjoy thrilling carnival rides and nightly PRCA Pro Rodeo action. Friday and Saturday nights kick up your heels with country singing sensation Buck Ford. Don't miss the fun. Get your tickets online now at EagleCountyFairandRodeo.com.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziegler, fashion guru and stylist for the Outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to welcome you today to the Outlets at Silverthorne and also share with you some amazing fun tips. Yes, they're kind of like secrets. First secret is, first commandment of shopping, go to the Colorado Welcome Center where you can learn about all different bikes, hikes, paths, nearby locations that you may want to visit. Then go ahead and ask for your savings card booklet. It's totally free. It's got oodles of fabulous savings. The stores aren't going to ask you if you have your savings booklet. You have to tell them, I have my savings booklet and I would like the discount. Fabulous stores await you here. Everything from Crocs, Hurlazumi, Under Armour, Williams-Sonoma, and the list goes on and on and on. So come shop with us. Have a great time.
You are watching Vail Valley Live, the weekend edition of July 9th. That'll be Sunday. Yes, we're in the month of July. And as far as keeping track of the days of the week, it's summertime. You don't have to do that. But if you're spending any time here with us, take advantage of your time spent with us here in the Eagle County, in the Vail Valley, with Vail Valley Live. We want to get you ready to go out there prepared for how to dress, prepared for events and their times. And of course, bring your wallet with you as well. Before the commercial break, Tricia and I were letting you know about an online auction that was going on with the Vail Valley Foundation, a chairlift auction that's happening on Sunday. And to add, if you do acquire any of these chairlifts from the online auction, chairlifts, be sure to pick up your product by the time of July 17th. That's the pickup window that you have for you. If you're making your way to the Valley, you probably want to know how to get here, the best way. If you're a regular commuter in and out of the Valley, and Tricia will tell you this too, logging on to the Colorado Department of Transportation's website, CDOT, can give you a heads up about how the roads are looking before you go. They have live and still cameras giving you a glance of I-70 all through the corridor from Denver Airport all the way into Vail and traveling more west, as well as an opportunity to sign up for alerts, EC Alert, sending text messages to your cell phone, letting you know how traffic is looking, the timing and speed, closures, accidents, changes, because, we've picked up some moisture these past few seasons that has created some landslides in areas of the I-70 corridor, as well as Glenwood Springs, that anticipating that with weather throughout the summer, there could be some closures ahead of any of these type of incidents for everyone's safety. So again, cotrip.org is the place to go before you hit the roads. Let's go and check out with Tricia Swenson right now and see what's going on. Tricia, I'm really excited to hear that the Star Dancing Gala is still doing their part and at the airport, a familiar location. But how many years has this been going on, benefiting Youth Power 365 at the Jet Center? How long has Star Dancing Gala been going on?
Well, you know what? I was in the very first one, me and Martha Brassel, when she was back at the Bar Center. We were part of that first group of dancers, and I think that was 2009, all right? And then, now we took a couple year breaks during COVID. So there was nothing in 2020. And then they did some different iterations of this. They did the talent show, and that was in 2021 and 2022 over here at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. But we're bringing it back to the Jet Center, like you mentioned. It's one of the only buildings large enough to house several hundred people. I think in its heyday, it had up to like 800, 900 people. An average year is 700 people, but it raises a lot of money for Youth Power 365, and they take care of things from basically cradle to career. And that whole chairlift auction going on this entire weekend, that's kind of falling into that, in that cradle part with some of the kids and the childcare incentives. But this is such a fun event because what it does is it pairs regular civilians with professional dancers, and then they dance up on the stage. I did a little country boogie to Born to Boogie by Hank Williams Jr. And I remember we barely even had the whole routine finished the week of. So it's very nerve-wracking because you are performing in front of absolutely hundreds and hundreds of people, and you don't want to mess up. So but this is going to be pretty fun. Ty, I think you've been asked to do this too. Weren't you asked to dance maybe
And
one of these
my
years?
number's still the same since I was first thought of to be a part of the Star Dancing Gala. Now, what's really cool about this event is that it's a themed event. Every season there's a different theme to go with the show. They list the dancers. All that detail can be found in the Vail Daily. Follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
this year's
So
theme.
follow the Yellow Brick Road. That's this year's theme. So they go all out, and you cannot tell that you're in an airport jet hangar because of all the decor. So it's always interesting to see what it's going to look like. People dress up, full on cocktail dresses, suits, and it's a multi-course meal, really wonderful meal before we get down to the dancing. And so we have five or six, yeah, I think five here. Lauren Bernardi, who's a dermatologist here, Bob Brown, who used to be head of the Vail Daily and Swift Communications, and then Tamar Giordazzi, Deborah Hines, Jared Johnson. So those are going to be the people that are involved with this. And then they're paired up with professional dancers. Maria Berry has been doing this for a while. And then Meredith Kirkman, our very own, she is one of the professional dancers as well. She's choreographed so many things. Meredith is getting ready to kind of make her move down to LA, so she's not doing as much work as she's done with us in the past. But Ty, if you can get a ticket to this big event, it's a definitely entertaining, and like I said, a huge fundraiser. So we're happy to see that. So I'm very happy that they brought this event back, and I do believe I've got a ticket. So
You do
I'm
believe
crossing
that
my
you have a ticket.
fingers.
And
Yeah,
that's what we
yeah.
want to know is how we can get involved. How can we be a part of supporting Youth Power 365? And so the perks and the benefits that there's going to be cocktails, there's seated dinner, there's a live auction that's going on, as well as a fabulous show. But there's sponsorship opportunities that are available.
Yeah, sponsorship opportunities and table opportunities that you can get and everything. So oh, look who's here, Hillary Magner. Come on in. All right, how are you?
Good, how are you
How was
guys?
the Squash Blossom? Hillary
Yes, of
Magner,
course.
you guys were on the parade route. How was it?
It was so much fun. It was the longest parade I think we've had, definitely since post-COVID, but everybody was like so good.
Yes. Okay, any favorite floats?
The town of Vail did a great job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then did you see the float that Slifer Smith Frampton did with the big ski mountain?
No, because I was in and out at our party, so
She was hosting a party too.
pouring cocktails.
Oh yeah, okay. Hey, and you've got the party continues. You've got trunk shows.
Alex Sepkus today and tomorrow. Irene Newark Boot pop up on Saturday.
What's
You
that?
heard of City Boot?
No.
For all my Texas ladies, they're from Fort Worth, and we have two boot companies, so City Boot and then Franklin the week after.
Like you can go buy boots.
Yeah, so we're gonna have like a whole Texas theme happening in our store.
Oh my.
Starting the 15th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. Well, I'll let you
Okay.
go. I know you
Bye,
gotta go.
guys.
Okay. All right. Let's see you later.
You know,
All
our
right,
valley's
Hillary
definitely
Magner.
alive and well. There's plenty of events other than what we're listening to know that's happening around the valley. And if you don't find it here on Vail Valley Live, though, it's great to start here. You will find it with the people that you meet, the locals like you just did.
Yeah, definitely. And then, you know what, Ty, another fun thing that's going on this weekend, starting, we've already started Hot Summer Nights. We've already started Show Downtown. Lakeside Cinema started, on Friday. But Vail Jazz is coming to life right now, and their first performance is going to be Tatiana Lady May Mayfield. Okay, so she's like a rising star in the vocalist category. She's going to be backed by the Drew Zaremba Sextet. Okay, so Drew Zaremba is the regional artistic director now, and he kind of is leading the Vail Jazz Goes to School. And so they're going to be over at Solaris with the outdoor stage, and this is going to be a free show, and it should just be just so much fun. And, you know, maybe stay for the farmers market. Farmers market wraps up around 3:30. Maybe go visit the Betty Ford Alpine Gardens. Come on back, get your seat for this show, and then they'll have on Tuesday they have their kickoff party. On Thursday they have it's just so much going on.
More to know about Tatiana Mayfield, Lady May, is that she's produced 3 albums, as well as getting radio airplay, and on stage they're saying that her presence, that she brings soul, passion, and humor, which is very identifiable and just makes it very interactive when you can find someone with, you know, great talent, a big personality to perform like that. And again, you're saying this is taking place this Sunday at Solaris at Vail, and don't miss out on live performance. That's this weekend of many things to choose from, and again, a part of Vail Jazz. And you can find the brochures somewhere in the magazine for Vail Jazz for the summer.
Yep, you know what? I just picked this up this week. So it has the whole calendar listed all the way through the big culmination of the whole Vail Jazz, which is the Vail Jazz Party on Labor Day weekend. 5 days of music. So on Tuesday, it'll be the kickoff party with Wycliffe Gordon and the Funk Revolution. And this is going to be at Donovan Pavilion. And then on Thursday, Tony Dessert and the Zaremba Jazz Fellowship. And that's going to be the Jazz Tent at Vail Square. And that's a Thursday night series. That's a ticketed event. Right after that, the Howard's Hangout. Howard Stone, of course, the founder of this event, he passed away last year, unfortunately, but he was just such a visionary with Vail Jazz. And so they're paying tribute to him with these Howard Hangout concerts. And it's going to be with the Drew Zaremba Quartet right on the tavern at the square, just after what's happening in the tent. So that is a free show. So a variety of free shows, ticketed shows. But Ty, take a look at this calendar. I think you're going to find something you're going to want to see.
Well, absolutely. A lot of live shows, like you're saying, and Trisha just shared with you. Some of the shows are complimentary or free. Others are ticketed. You can find out more by going to the Vail Jazz website. Trisha, I think we'll take a break right now, but when we come back to Vail Valley Live, we're going to let you know more about art festivals that can be found this weekend, as well as hot summer nights lineups, all coming up right after this.
It's all about Coach today at the outlets at Castle Rock and Silverthorne. Plus, 2023 summer vibes, looks, wardrobe, handbags, all dropped. They're all in. Everything from $30 keychains to $350 canvas tote bags, backpacks, wearables, bucket hats, everything up to 70% off every day. It's absolutely, positively fabulous and worth that drive.
At My Future Pathways, our mission is to be the helping hand that enriches and elevates the lives of youth and families of our valley so they can reach their full potential. Through our holistic approach, our tutoring service and programming strengthen our community, develop self-worth, create opportunities, and promote values. We are My Future Pathways.
All right, as you can see, summer is in full swing here in the valley, from shows to rodeos and to include art as well, just to list a few, not to leave out the fact that you can get out and explore nature and do some hikes and trails and this whole thing too as well. Chairlifts are available for you for your scenic rides and dining on top of the mountain, even some Jeep mountain tours. If you're planning on spending any time outside, you're probably wondering how the weather's going to be shaping up for the weekend. We'll let you know that right now. Brought to you by the Grand Hyatt Vail, the location of the studios here at Vail Valley Live, 1300 West Haven Drive, the property where you can find Yappy Hour, which is your dog's or puppy's happy hour. Happening on this property as well. Be sure to check it out and stay close to Vail Valley Live as we let you know that. Looking at the weather, though, for the weekend. Sunshine, looking for that? Got it. And what kind of temperatures, Ty? Let's take a look. Trisha's out in the elements for the weekend, and she'll be at every show as she's listed, letting you know how things are as a recap as we step into next week. The mid to upper 60s, 70s is what they're calling for in areas of the valley. Some areas in fields of the 80s as you go down valley. In the sun, spotty chances of showers here or there, Colorado. Though we have a forecast, anything could happen. And it's kind of fortunate for us to live in such a magical place to take us by surprise. Just anticipate the change. Overnight low temperatures comfortably in the 40s right there lower. Hopefully you can find a cool breeze somewhere while you're out there, or at least enjoying the shade. And to cool off, you can sit next to the creeks and get your ankles wet. But if you're heading anywhere near moving water, be sure to pay attention to your pets and your children closely. As we move into the new week, we're looking for 80s for your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, stepping into more of July. Things are looking great. And again, the weather is brought to you by the Grand Hyatt at Vail. Going to touch base with Trisha Swenson right now. I'm in the market for some artwork, Trisha. I'm trying to fix a blank wall in my home. Should I go sculpture? Should I go painting? Or should I put some kind of high-tech chair hammock thing in that space? We've seen it all.
Oh, we've seen it all, Ty. You know what? I thought I'd come over here by the Children's Fountain. This is part of the art in public places, all the public art that we have in Vail. Avon has so much public art as well. But yes, we have a couple of art shows this weekend. One is down at Eagle, and this is brought to you by Eagle Arts. And that group is responsible. They brought to you all those Second Friday art walks and, of course, the Murders on Broadway and just those fun community events. Well, they decided to do a 2-day festival. It started on Friday, and it continues on Saturday, July 8th, and it goes from 10 in the morning until 6 p.m. And it brings out just so many different artisans, crafts people, and then musicians. And we've got some food vendors there. Some food trucks will be on hand, some kids' activities. And it's just a great way to support the community. A lot of these artists are super local. Some are from the region, but just a whole lot of heart that goes into this event. It'll be held at the Eagletown Park, so same place where those evening concerts, Show Downtown, is at, and where the Flight Days activities were all at. But you know, their mission is the enhancement and enrichment of culture and community in Eagle, and I think you're going to find it. So I think it'd be worth your while to at least head down there, and then while you're there, well, check out some of the new restaurants like Rome and Wild Sage, Social Oak, right in that region. And then mountain biking and hiking. You could really make a whole day of it down in Eagle.
You can also enjoy, while you're down there, a little of the new surf park at the new, what's the name of the park down there? The Eagle River.
Well, I think it's just called the Eagle Whitewater Park, Eagle River Park.
That's a good
really
spot to hang out
place.
and park and watch just some of the talented people find their balance surfing in the breaks and the waves over there, and of course that random chance that like a float tour comes through as well with some of the guests visiting the areas. Fun ways to be outside in this weekend in summer's weather and to cool off. But taking it a little bit more closer to Vail, we also have more art. The Art of the Rockies returns between 10 and 6 o'clock, and this is at the Colorado Mountain College, and they have food trucks and vendors of those sorts there as well.
Well, and Ty, I know you and I have both been there. We've interviewed artists in that location, and I mean, just some of the neat things that you see and the people that you meet. You know, that's what's really unique, is that you get to sit and talk to the artists, and maybe they're actually working on a piece at the time while you're there. You can get their inspiration, and so many different styles, so many different mediums, from oils to watercolor to sculpture to jewelry. it really is mind-boggling. Over 100. I think they're at about 120 this year alone. I know we took a little dip during COVID, but when you take a look at, yeah, especially this little video, they've taken over the Colorado Mountain College parking lot, so they have plenty of room. But Ty, yeah, do you remember those chairs that we were sitting in? Those kind
Yeah,
of like, they were really comfy.
did we have like the video of us just taking advantage of checking out the art and the display in that way? And what's really nice though, Trisha, is that you can talk to these artists if they're not already handling and dealing with another prospective buyer, another interested person, and get a backstory about some of these pieces of art that have traveled such a long way or that are influenced from family history or stories, or even to learn how long an artist have been about their craft, some husband and wife teams and how they've worked together, may have found love as individual artists that came together later on in their lives as a business. Yeah. It's really fun to kind of think of art in that way, is to find out from the artist's perspective, where things came from, and just to learn. The stories that we walk away with is also of value.
Yeah, it definitely is. And there are a lot of couples that have met, through work in these art shows. And then, Art on the Rockies, the producer of that event, they will be bringing back that event in just a couple weeks to the Valley. So that's what's also kind of fun, is that a lot of these artists we might see again, or we might see a different grouping, but it's a juried show, which means that these artists basically have to be picked. They have to be chosen. They have to go through a criteria from judges to let them get up there. So yes, we've got that going on, and that will end on Sunday at 5 o'clock. So just a few things. And then another thing to look forward to, Ty, have you been to Hot Summer Nights?
Okay, I've gone to one, and I've split a burger. I've had some of the featured beer. I've talked with the chef catering companies that are there about the food. Of course, paid the compliments for the food, the presentation. It's a great place to catch the shows, free concerts on Tuesdays, and also a place where the locals meet and to get out and see each other again as well. There's covered seating, there's lawn seating, and just a wonderful time being at the Gerald Ford Amphitheater this Tuesday, 49 Winchester. Country music taking the stage, and I heard you and Zion talking about this.
Well, yeah, you know what? Zion was saying he heard they did a little touring with Luke Combs, who is just on fire right now. Country music, it's so appealing to so many different generations, and you don't have to live on a farm to like it, so it's great. And so kind of neat to have this group that's kind of like more of an up-and-coming group coming on through. And they don't play anything from, kind of that tear in your beer, kind of alt country, to that sticky barroom floor, rock and roll, to a little bit of high octane Appalachian folk. Like, they kind of have it all. So I think it's going to be a high energy, kind of more of a Western flair for that. And that'll be cool. And then the next week, we will take it to The Dip, a little R&B soul. And Zion, one of our producers, he was telling me, he's like, yeah, I can't believe there's this really cool band called The Dip coming. And I go, yeah, they're going to be doing a free show because, some are free and some are ticketed. And he said, what? It's going to be free? So take a listen to them, and you can look at the schedule and kind of find out who's coming. There's so many different ways to listen to their music now, Spotify and all that stuff. So you can kind of get a sneak peek of who is coming. So that is going to be on July 18th. And then, Ty, we're going to take a little break, because then, of course, we're bringing in the dance festival at the end of July. But Bravo has had a very busy schedule. I mentioned I was there earlier this week, and Ty, it was such a fun night. And Ty had just come back. I was out of town. I was really tired. I was like, oh man, I don't think I can go tonight. But my friend asked me, and it was sold out. So I knew if I gave up that ticket, I'd be giving it all up. So I rallied. I went with her, and we had a great time. We were sitting in the lawn seats because it was the music of John Williams, a great composer who has done so many scores for so many big hit movies. And hey, do we have it ready? Can we play a little of the Star Wars? Airport.
That's Bravo Vail, and you can get your ticket information and prices by visiting the Bravo Vail website. And again, you caught the show on, that was Tuesday, yes? Or was that Wednesday?
Yeah, that was actually on Wednesday, and that was the last night of the Dallas Symphony Orchestra. And then now we're welcoming the Philadelphia Orchestra that'll be here, for the next several days. And then the New York Philharmonic comes in. In between that, we've got a lot of different smaller groups that are playing different ensembles. But yeah, basically on Friday, Philadelphia opened up. Then they have two shows, Saturday and Sunday, and we'll have a little Stravinsky going on Saturday, and Ravel, as well as Time for Three, which is a trio, a double bassist, and then two violins, and they are going to be playing a special performance of Contact, which was put together by Kevin Putz. It was a concerto written specifically for the group, and the group sings as well. So a lot of times you don't hear a lot of singing at Bravo, but that should be a ton of fun. And then we're going to have waltzes. A Night in Vienna is happening on Sunday.
Various ticket pricings for this, and you can find them online or at the box office. And that it would be bravovail.org, I believe, is their website, correct?
Yes, it is. bravovail.org. And it's really easy to find. And a lot of their events are free, too. But, Ty, I tell you what, they must be firing up some of the kitchens around here. I'm smelling barbecue.
I'm in the mood for barbecue
I'm
as well. Should we check out a little barbecue? How about a little bit of On the Grill with Naylor? Yeah. And love his barbecue. Let's take a look.
Pulled pork. You know, there's nothing that quite says barbecue like it. Go to barbecue joints around the country and you'd be hard-pressed to find one that doesn't serve pulled pork barbecue. It is the equalizer of barbecue. It is something that just about everyone does, bringing all regions of barbecue to the table. You can't say the same about things like brisket or chicken wings, which vary in selection from place to place. With that being said, some regions still do their pulled pork differently. On last week's episode of On the Grill, we took a trip to the GoPro Mountain Games to watch Ben Gilbert of Moe's Barbecue do pulled pork Bama style. They were nice enough to hook me up with one of those tasty sandwiches. Before this episode of On the Grill, we are back in the backyard. And since your narrator is humbly mid-Atlantic, it is all about the Carolina style back here. I have to be specific here because this is a touchy subject. No, I'm not cooking a whole hog, and yes, my sauce includes tomato elements, which would indicate that I am cooking it Western North Carolina style. Either way, smoke brings us together. Hickory, 230 degrees for 8 hours. Everyone has their variances, these are mine. The real difference maker here is the sauce. The Carolina style sauce has 4 essential ingredients: vinegar, pepper, garlic, and some sort of tomato base if you're going Western North Carolina style. I like to use plain old ketchup because it really helps with the consistency. I also like to add lemon and some honey to balance the acidity. I like to simmer the ingredients together, bottle, and then let it chill in the fridge. The rest is simple. You pull the pork, you put the pork on the bun, put the sauce on the pork, put the slaw on the saucy pork, and you seal that sucker off with the top of the bun. Hold the pickles. This is Carolina style, baby. This is Sean Naylor. Thank you for watching On the Grill.
All right, there you have it. A little bit of barbecue ideas for you. The weekend sounds good for that, be it a home that you're renting for the weekend and you're going to do a little grilling yourself. Plenty of local areas to shop for that. Even the farmers market, a big weekend for that if you're looking to do any barbecuing. We'll go to Tricia Swenson right now. And so on Saturday, we could pick up the Minturn Farmers Market. On Sunday, we could pick up the Vail Farmers Market, just to list a few. You're making friends already. Is that Jeff Wiles?
Jeff Wiles hanging out. They're doing a Toyota takeover weekend.
How's it going, Jeff?
So what is that?
Toyota takeover.
Yeah, what are they doing?
They're all kinds of stuff. You can come over and enter for a mountain bike.
Ooh.
Yeah, nice bike. They've got music. They've got DJ. They're going to have live music later today. Axe throwing. Anybody who's ever had a hankering to try axe throwing can come over and try axe throwing.
Try it out. Okay, so this is all up by Gondola One Mountain Plaza Toyota takeover, everybody. It's going through Sunday. Yeah. So it looks like Sunday to 4 o'clock and they'll start it at 10 a.m. each day. Live music, some DJs, probably some giveaways too. So, all right, you never know what you're going to find at the top of the bridge street when you run into Jeff Wiles. But yeah, Ty, you were mentioning farmers markets. We've got those going on this summer for sure.
Yeah, we're looking at the opportunity to get out and find and discover the foods, bring some fresh ingredients sourced right here in Colorado home with you. And you can also talk to some of the vendors about how to maybe prepare some of those greens that you've picked up, or how to put together some of the brisket that you've discovered over there, and just learn where they're about and how long the family's been in business, and all right here while taking in the backdrop of Vail and or Minturn as far as farmers markets are concerned. You can also enjoy chairlift rides, both Vail and Beaver Creek. They're for you all weekend long. Starting time's just about 10 o'clock, like you're saying, with this Toyota takeover at the top of Bridge Street. Just some ideas for the weekend for people to enjoy while they're here with us.
Yeah, there's so many things to do. It's hard to fit it all in, and you're going to be a little tired. Hey, something to look forward to as well on Tuesday at the Valora Performing Arts Center. We have the Dolly Quartet. So Tuesdays, of course, we have the Tuesday night concerts at the Ford Amphitheater. So Bravo usually moves over to Beaver Creek, and Beaver Creek celebrating its 25th anniversary. So excited to have the Dolly Quartet here, and they're going to be welcoming one of the clarinetists from the Philadelphia Orchestra. So that'll be happening. And then, Todd, to take it a totally different direction, the rodeo. We've got Ken Hovey. I know that he has been hanging out. He's been visiting with some of the folks that put the rodeo together. And we're really excited to have that. That comes later in July, and it's pro rodeo. I mean, the talent, whether it's the cowboys and cowgirls and the livestock, it comes from all over. So should we take a look at that?
And it is Colorado. We should check out some rodeo. We have that ready?
One of my favorite things about coming down to the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo are the people that you encounter. Commissioners, Eagle County Commissioner Kathy Chandler Henry, great to see you.
Great to see you, Ken.
I know that whenever I get to come down and interview you here at the fairgrounds, it's going to be a good time because this is a special time of year.
It's a special time of year. It's near and dear to our hearts. I grew up with this Eagle County Fair and Rodeo, and it's the best event of the year.
I went back and looked. 1939 is when this rodeo started.
Well, I missed that one.
Yeah, you weren't there for that. You came along much later than that. But I mean, what a history here. I read it, and I suggest to viewers to go to the website and read the history of this event. It is remarkable how it has progressed, and it's only gained in popularity. I mean, let's face it, everybody's here for a reason.
That's right, and this year we've got our regular 4 nights of PRCA rodeo, but we've got the Cowboy Channel this year, so that's a new thing. So they're going to be here filming all 4 nights of the rodeo.
That is awesome, and this is real rodeo action, and we're going to get to that in a moment because who doesn't love bull riding and bronc busting and, of course, mutton busting? But there's a lot going on. Even as we record this, local gymkhana is going on. I don't know that oftentimes people realize what a horse and a cattleman's background we have here in Eagle County way before the ski resorts were here.
Yeah, that's right. The fairgrounds is used almost every night of the week during the summertime, and it really is our agricultural heritage, which is still strong in the county, especially up the Colorado River Road, up Gypsum Creek, up Brush Creek. We've got a lot of ranchers and farmers who have kept this tradition alive, and the kids are out here.
Yeah, doing it, right? And right up the road. And let's face it, there's been a lot of popularity in shows like Yellowstone and whatnot. I mean, that Western heritage, people are loving it. Well, let's talk about ours, and let's actually dive into the details of the event, because this event goes on for like 10 days. Take us through it.
Right. All right. Well, it starts before the actual Fair and Rodeo week with the 4-H kids getting their projects judged. The dress review happens ahead of time. The animal judging will start before the Fair and Rodeo week, so you can go on eaglecounty.us/Fair and Rodeo and get the complete schedule for all of that.
And for the 4-H, the kids obviously have their animals, whether it be the lambs or the chickens or the rabbits that are out there, but also there are 4-H displays that are just to the west of we are at the Eagle River Center.
Right, and those are called in-building projects, so there's everything from shooting sports to cake decorating to photography.
Cool.
So the kids have been working since January on these projects.
They have, and there's even a sewing class.
That's
I mean, these are really good things to have your kids involved with. Get them away from the computer and the iPad and let them come out and actually live life. And what a great place to do it here at Eagle.
Right. And the other thing they learn in these clubs besides the actual project is a lot of leadership skills. There's leaders within the club. They go to conventions. They learn how to take those roles and how to really be great, strong community members.
And I love, just even watching the youth out here and the dads and the moms that are here working with the kids on the horses, but also with the livestock. It's such a family event. And I say that because like last year, my son's, one of his lambs wasn't quite making weight, and one of the girls stepped in and gave him some advice and helped him out. I mean, there is such a camaraderie in this community.
Right. Yeah, people help the new kids, and then those kids help the ones coming behind them, and the families really are all in it together.
And another thing that people can absolutely enjoy here is the carnival, right? Along with the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo, there is the carnival that takes place.
Right.
When does that start up?
The carnival starts on Wednesday, so July 26th is Wednesday, and runs all 4 nights of the rodeo. So that is down in the fishing and fun area. They'll have all the fun rides.
Cotton candy, turkey legs, fried beef jerky. And by the way, my son last year, he won a gold. Have you ever seen where you can win a goldfish?
He won a goldfish.
I haven't. I have video of it. Last year, my son came home with a goldfish in a bag, and I was like, oh man, well, that goldfish is now living in a much bigger tank, and it is the 1-year anniversary for him or her. I'm not sure. So the legacy lives on at our house.
He's retiring at your home.
He's getting big. The bigger tank and the more food, he's getting monster. Well, if people want to find out more information on this incredible event, how do they do it?
EagleCounty.us/Fair and Rodeo. And one more thing to mention is the Friday night this year is Wear Green to support mental health. And Vail Health is working with 40 nonprofits throughout the county to really provide access to mental health for every single person.
Awesome.
So that's
awesome. Let's face it, our community has been deeply affected by this in so many ways. So this is wonderful of you to do this. I love that you're giving back. Great to see you. Also, when you do come out for the events themselves, get tickets now because they sell out.
Get tickets now and say thank you to the sponsors. We've got more sponsors this year than ever, so the community support is huge. Our biggest event in Eagle County for the whole community, and get your tickets now.
Yeah, and I'm ready. I'm ready for some more cowboy action. How about you guys out there watching the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo 2023 since 1939? One of the best events. Great to see you, Kathy.
Thanks, Ken.
All right, come on out. Come check us out. Cowboy up. Back to you guys at Eagle.
Thank you very much, Ken Hovey. That's right. You can catch the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo down in the town of Eagle. Get your tickets early, like he shared with you. They do sell out. And as far as being at the rodeo, you can find food there to be paired with the show that you're catching right over there. Going to check in with Trisha Swenson right now. Have you been to the rodeo in the previous summers? I know that we went since COVID without it, and then it returned with some changes in the valley, but that's the one.
Oh, I love the rodeo. I love whenever the rodeo comes to town. I always try to make it there at least 1 or 2 nights. And, if you can't wait until the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo comes, we have the Cowboys Forever Foundation. They do a weekly rodeo on Friday nights down at the Eagle River Center, same location as the big rodeo. So that kind of whets your appetite if you can't wait. But hey, Ty, so once again, here I am at the top of Bridge Street, right by Donald One. And it's a Toyota takeover weekend, and they also have it over in Lionshead. So they're going to have a complimentary bike wash station in Lionshead,
wow,
custom socks, and then a little fly fishing demos and games. And then over here, they're going to do custom belt bags, and they'll do a photo op for dogs. And then the music den, the unplugged stage, and that axe throwing going on behind me. And then at either location, if you show them your car key, if you've got a Toyota, they're going to give you a special gift.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, this is kind of fun. I like
the
that
chances
they're out
for
here
winning
together.
are great, as well as finding things to do up and down the valley are great. And with all these opportunities to catch a show, to do a little bit of shopping, to just discover, we're doing it all outside and just enjoying our weekend here in Colorado in the sun. Trisha, I think we listed a lot already, and the only thing left now is to make some friends while we're out there. And I don't know, the weekend is here. What's next? Wake the family up and let's go.
I'm tired already just talking about it. So yeah, we'll be back live with you on Wednesday, and Monday, Tuesday, Meredith and I have our summer overview show. But Wednesday we'll be back live. Thank you everyone for watching. But yeah, we try to give you as much as we can, pack into about an hour of these weekend shows, so you know what's going on. And as you can see, it is another beautiful day in paradise, Ty.
Trisha Swinson, I thank you very much for your reporting out there at Vail. We thank you for watching Vail Valley Live. Enjoy the weekend.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.